Risks. Why are we so adverse to taking risks? Why is it better to be safe than sorry type of mentality? Why are we playing these games with ourselves? We know we want to do better, but why aren't we taking off? Every Wednesday I'll be posting a new video to YouTube. So if you want to see more videos like this or other content that I create, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification bells, and if you really enjoyed this video by the end of it, give me a like. I really would appreciate that. Whenever I hear it's better to be safe than sorry, I think of conformity. Conforming with others just because, without a clear understanding as to what. Just because. Do we understand the just because? No. We're just conditioned that way. So whenever you think about that, are you really doing what you're doing? Are you really pursuing the thing that you really want to do? You gotta start asking yourself, why am I doing this? Is this really the thing that I want to do? Whenever I hear it's better to be safe than sorry, I say, that's what I say. That's what I say. Because it is. It's a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of BS. I say that because we're basically blocking ourselves to the greater good, to what we really want to do. Why are we doing that? Because others are doing it. Why do we have the phones? Why do we have smartphones? Why do we have TVs? Why do we have computers? Why do we have cars? Why do we have planes? Why do we have all this stuff? Why do we have all the luxurious things that we've got today? Because a bunch of people took risks and they tried and they got back up. Just like athletes, they try, and if they get knocked down, they get back up. They don't care. They keep on going. They work on their passions and they pursue it to the best of their ability. And eventually, if they're really persistent and they're really determined and they see themselves there and in practice, they get there. Why? Because they had that burning desire to do so. So how do you change? How do you change yourself from that path of following blindly, like as if you had earplugs in your ears or you had a blindfold over your eyes? You gotta first recognize how you got to this spot right now. I don't mean, how you were conceived. I don't mean, to the very granular pieces of how you got here. What is causing your results right now? You write them down. Writing causes thinking. Thinking stirs the image in your mind. It creates an emotion, and that emotion creates a desire, and then that desire creates action steps. And then once you identify those action steps, you write them down and you start moving towards them. This is not easy. Because if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. But not everyone does. Not everyone does it because they are not aware of doing it. You're here because you stumbled upon this video, and for one reason or another, you're looking to improve your results. Well, this is a way of improving your results. To not change what you're doing right now and to want something different is by definition insanity. You have to change something. Don't change too many things, change one or two things. You figure out what you want to do, so you create a goal. You write down that goal to the best of your ability. You think about what you want, you start seeing yourself there, and then you make a plan. You start making a plan towards getting towards wherever you want to be. And then you start taking steps. You change the plan if it's not working, but you don't change the goal because that's what you really want. There's no desire and needs, there's desire and wants. People complain about the needs, but they don't complain about the wants. Why is that? Well, because there's so many needs out there, but the wants people can relate to. and wants are things that you want. Everyone is different. But you got to start. You got to start today. You got to live. One thing that I've done, okay, is imagining that this is the final day here, okay, in this world. Because you only live once. My YouTube tag is Azoyolo. Part of my last name, you only live once, okay? So make the best of it. Today was your last day. Are you doing the thing that you really want to do? If not, you think about what you need to do to change it, and you take some calculated risks. You don't do things just because. Don't take risks blindly without making a decision on the things that you want to do, but you take risks to move towards your goals. Don't just sit on a couch and say, okay, I'm going to get it. It's not going to happen. Somebody might give it to you, but then you won't feel the satisfaction out of it because you're not doing it. I'm going to read to you a poem by Leo Buscaglia. This is very powerful. I heard this a few years ago. It was written in the 70s or 80s, okay? To laugh is to risk appearing the fool. To weep is to risk being called sentimental. To reach out to another is to risk involvement. To expose your feelings is to risk showing your true self. To place your ideas and your dreams before the crowd is to risk being called naive. To love is to risk not being loved in return. To live is to risk dying. To hope is to risk despair. To try is to risk failure. But risks must be taken, because the greatest risk in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, is nothing, and becomes nothing. He may avoid suffering and sorrow, but he simply cannot learn, feel, change, grow, or love. Chained by his certitude, he is a slave. He has forfeited his freedom. Only the person who risks is truly free. So are you free? If you're not, you better start. Because if you don't start, you'll never, ever find out what your true potential is. You'll never reach that true goal and dream of yours. You might come close, but those that come close don't bear the fruit of the result. They will not see and feel and enjoy the bearings of that outcome. So I highly encourage you to think about this. Take some action steps. Think about what you really want to do and start moving towards it. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you really liked it, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, leave a comment below on what you want to see next time, and leave me your comments on how you thought about this video. Did this video really help you think on what you want to do next to get to where you want to be? I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be well, and until next time.